All right. Hello, everybody. Let's just make sure we're on the right. Perfect. Hello. I think we're live. We're live in all the Facebook groups. We should be. Welcome, everybody. Karen Brook here with you today for a very special session around how you can transform your life in 28 days. We've got such an amazing presentation planned for you today. So many stories to share. You will have already seen many of these being shared through our Facebook groups and various places. I'll just start that recording. You will have already seen so many of these stories being shared. I'm going to continue to share them over the coming days of the story of what happens when you take these 28 days. They're really, really powerful, powerful training. So I'm Karen Brook. I'm so happy to have you here with us today to learn more about this experience and how you can use it and how you can get involved. A huge welcome to those of you that are joining us live, whether you're here on the webinar with us or whether you're joining us through the waitlist Facebook group, or perhaps you're seeing this on one of our social media platforms via YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, or Twitter. A huge welcome to you today. Thank you for joining in and learning more about how you can benefit from this experience. Right now, I also want to let you know that we do have a private Facebook group set up for this. It is an info group and a waitlist group. We currently have 23 people in that waitlist group for 5 spots to join us in the program. So make sure you look for the link. We'll try to comment it wherever you're viewing this video so that you can add yourself into that group to get all of the extra information that you might need when it comes time that this program is open again. So without any further ado, I'm going to get into it today. I'm also just going to make sure we've got everybody muted. Let me just double check that we have everybody muted today. Perfect. So let me ask you a couple of questions to start. Would you love to conquer overwhelm once and for all? When I originally created this experience, it was for that purpose, that you could have a space where you could somewhat detach from your circumstances in your outside environment and start to really create from within and conquer overwhelm once and for all. I've had so many people take this training over the last 2 years, and in every single case, they say that it completely transformed their life. It gave them the exact tools that they needed day in, day out to be able to really take control. Maybe you really want to learn how to block out the noise and confusion, because Lord knows there's a lot of it going on there right now. You only have to watch the news for 5 minutes and be completely overwhelmed about what's going on in our economy, in our world, in our environment. And again, when I created this experience at the start of just at the start of COVID, really, as it was breaking out in Australia, I wanted an environment that you could come, that you didn't have to buy into all of that you could really rise above it and show you what you already have within yourself to be able to take control. And truly, it's so liberating when you get this and when you go through it. It's such a simple process, but it's deeply transforming. Really, on a cellular level, you come out the other side and instantly see results when you apply what you are learning. Often when we take a training, we take a program, we sort of gather all the information and then somehow figure out how to apply it after it's done. Or we don't even take all the information when we're in the training, we only half do it. One of the beautiful things about this is that you'll instantly see results. Like the second that you get into it, because it's a guided program, a guided experience, I guess, day by day, where I'm in your inbox, I'm in your ear, I'm in your face, really taking you through it, you're going to instantly see shifts. First of all, in how you feel. Within days of going through this program, you really begin to feel different. You begin to feel lighter, you begin to feel clear, more in control, and the clarity, the fog starts to lift. You know, there is information overload out there right now. The personal development industry, the professional development industry, it's more complicated than ever. There's more programs, there's more YouTube videos, there's more books. I feel like post-COVID, every second person you meet as a coach or is in the personal development or got some sort of course for you. I've been doing this for a very long time. I've been nearly 20 plus years self-employed, 10 years of mentorship from my mentor, Bob Proctor. We've been around for a long time, guiding people through a very highly organized suite of coaching programs that really are designed to take the guesswork out of success. Everything that I teach you, everything that I guide you through, I've used in my own life. My mentors have taught me, and I continue to teach and apply to this day, not only in my own life, but my clients will tell you the same thing, that they use these principles day in, day out to continue to improve the quality of their life. So when I say you'll instantly see results, you really will instantly see results, because the way I've created this 28 days, we're not only going to target your conscious mind, we're also going to target your subconscious mind. And don't worry if that's, you think, oh my God, what the hell is she talking about right now? The beautiful thing about the 28 days is I laid out really simple for you, guide you, take you by the hand day by day, exactly what you need to be doing, because there is a lot of information out there. It can feel so overwhelming when you want to make some changes, when you're thinking about setting goals or trying to eat healthier or grow a business, or just feel like the world doesn't own you and you want to feel more in control of yourself again, and where you're going and what's right for you. You need a plan. You need an organized program that lays it out for you. And that's exactly what we've created here in the 28-day training. It is so good. When I created this experience, we were living in an apartment. We just sold our house in Brisbane. We were living in a beautiful apartment with views of the ocean, but I had a toddler, a near 2-year-old at my feet. I had a brand new baby that was like 8 weeks old. We were trying to buy a house. COVID was shutting down the country. I couldn't see my family. I was still running my coaching business that had just gone 7 figures. So I had this multi-million-dollar business that I was running. And I also, as much as I was creating something for everybody else, I also just needed a little something for myself. So I can honestly say, hand on my heart, that this really does take the guesswork out of success, and it gives you something that's just for you. To really take control of your mindset, take control of the direction of your life. Like, where are you going? Who do you want to be? What are you creating? And this framework that I've created in 28 days, we really answer those questions and help you answer those questions so that you can really move forward with confidence. Be really clear about what it is that you want, how that's going to happen for you, and so forth. And we'll get more into that in a moment. So it's really about 28 days to get in control, to get back in control if you feel like that's where you're at. I have clients that have worked with me for the best part of the last decade. And every now and again, they come and they come and they go and they come back. And often when they come back and do this program to get started again, because it's a little bit like an incubator. It's really easy to do. It feels kind of high touch, but it's quite deep in the depth. A client, Jacqueline Verrill, actually said it's surprising the depth that we go into in a short program. This could be a $10,000 program. It could be a $20,000 28-day program. It's not, but it could be in terms of the depth that we go into, but also in a way that is really practical for you. I'm a very practical girl, lady, I should say, woman. I grew up in the country. So I grew up in the paddocks with horses, with cattle, grew up flying around in an airplane with my mum and dad, went to boarding school. So all of those things of like, just lay it down for me, tell me what I need to do. It needs to be practical, not too, just enough mumbo jumbo to know that we're spiritual and that there's this energy, vibrational side of us, but in layman's terms that you can use, right? That doesn't confuse you, that just, you can actually use it to improve the quality of your life. So that's what we wanted to do with this 28-day training, was really give you a platform, give you a foundation that you can build off, that you really will see results in 28 days. It's quite extraordinary. I back every single coaching program that we have. I've tried it, I've tested it before I've sold it. And I can honestly say that this 28 days is as good as it's going to get anywhere, in terms of you having a high touch program that goes deep enough without overwhelming you to really take control of your mindset, set the direction of your life, identify what the changes are that you need to make, and then have some actual tangible steps that you can put into place to really turn that into results. We've done the hard work for you. It's easy now once you get into this. So become happier, healthier, and wealthier in 28 days. Most people that I talk to, if I say, what do you really want? They'll say, I want to be happier, healthier, and wealthier. And I always say, well, that's a byproduct of growth. And the only way you can have that growth is if you work with new ideas, if you're setting and achieving what we refer to as C-type goals, bigger goals, goals that you actually don't really know how to achieve. And when a person begins to start to look at that, that can be quite overwhelming. It can be quite confronting for two reasons. Either you know what you really want, you have no idea how to achieve it, or you don't know what you want, and then you go, oh my God, I need to know what I want. So that's okay. We've thought about all of that, and we've got questions and a process to take you through to help you really do things in the right way. You don't have time to waste. Most people don't, and yet that's what most people are doing. They are wasting time, going from one thing to another, procrastinating, picking the books up, picking the YouTube videos up, hopping around, different coaches, different this, different that. And really what you need is an organized plan. You need to have the guesswork taken out of the process so that you can really collapse time on your goals, so that you're not darting around the internet from one thing to another, trying to figure it all out yourself. So with these 28 days, the massive byproduct of this is that you're going to feel happier. When you let go of the weight of the world and you take control of your mind, and you change the energy, and you change your dominant thoughts, and there's a way to do that sustainably. Like, we don't just want you to do it for a day or a moment or a weekend. That's why it is over 28 days, to build some momentum there. And we also don't just say, glad you had a great 28 days, see you later. Like, we have options for you to keep going with us, to stay in the energy, to stay in the community. Like, we've thought about this. We've created an amazing ecosystem of programs and community and people that you can grow in, that you can prosper in, that you can achieve your goals and dreams in, with all of the accountability and support that you need. And I think that's really important in the digital age that we live in the great e-commerce economy, to know you've got real people at the end of a phone, at the end of a computer screen, in a group who are going to take the time to support you and help you, that you can ask questions to, even though I'm going to be in your ear every day as you're out and about. I think it's really important for you to know that we're here, and there's a team, and some of them are on the call today, who are there for you. Like, we've got your back with this. And that's really important, I think, more than ever in the coaching and personal development world, that you know who you're working with, who the team is that you have around you, and that you also have like-minded people, that you're of the same mindset, of the same level of awareness, that you can come in and you can grow, right? People are craving that. And, we didn't just create this for now. I've been doing this for a decade. We've always had that. We've always had the support, the community, the people, the live calls, the connection. It wasn't something that we've just created overnight. Like, we've been doing this for a long time, because we know that that's what you need to succeed. You need a great environment, a great team around you, and we're your team. You should be free from the limitations that have been placed on you. This is finally a way for you to move forward with less barriers. So if you're like many of my clients, you're probably wearing multiple hats, multiple roles. You might be a wife, husband, father, grandfather, grandmother, CEO, soccer coach, and everything in between. I always say I'm a CEO, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a coach, like, I'm on a board of directors. There's like so many hats that we wear these days, and sometimes that can feel a little suffocating. How do you do it all? Is it possible for you to do it all? Other people have their opinions on you based on your age, based on your gender, based on your past careers, and we say you should be free of those limitations. You get to decide. This is your life. There's nothing like a funeral, a family funeral, to really make you consider these things. And recently my husband's father passed away. And, as we were at his funeral just a couple of days ago, I was sitting there and I was thinking, at the end of the day, what are the stories that you want told? What memories do you want people to remember about you? What's your legacy going to be? And that's up to you to write that story. And we're here to help you do that and really free you from those limitations that have been placed on you. It really puts it in perspective. We don't know how much time we have, but we certainly have now to start living how you want to live and start achieving the goals and dreams that you really want to achieve. And you really owe it to yourself to start now, to really move forward with less barriers. Like I say, we do have a wait list though for this program. We have 23 people already on the wait list and currently only 5 spots available. So if you're interested in this, if you want to be there, having an opportunity to experience this 28 days for yourself, make sure you get yourself into that group. My team will comment the link. If you're watching it through one of our social media channels, add yourself to the group so that you can continue to get the rest of the information about when we're opening things up and vice versa. Do you feel potential within you as being unrealized? You want to unlock the best you, but you don't always know the steps to take. This is a desire of most people. They know that there's probably more in store for you, that there's more that you could be doing. It doesn't matter about your age. I don't care about your age or gender. What I know about you is that you are infinite, and there is this spiritual, non-physical side of you that demands greatness, that wants to express itself, that you want to get better, you want to do better. And there are limitations that block that. There's old paradigms, there are old stories, there's cultural and social pressures that you're under. You're probably being pulled in multiple directions. Life might feel like it's getting on top of you. And the idea of freedom, true mental and physical freedom, feels like a distant dream. Some people have a lot of money, but they don't have a lot of free time to enjoy it. Other people have a lot of free time and they don't have the money to enjoy it. We want to make sure you have both. The amount of money that you want to live how you want to live, and the time freedom to do it. And caveat, the mental freedom to do it. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that I speak to that do have the money or do have the time freedom, but feel guilty for spending the money, or feel guilty for taking the time away, or feel guilty for not being at their computer the whole day. So we really free you from all of that and help you to really start to live a higher level of success, a more enriched and fulfilled life, which ultimately is going to improve your finances, your relationships, and your health. All of those things start to improve when you're in this group, when you're in this amazing 28-day coaching group. Some client stories. We started to share these also in the Facebook group in more detail, but let me just take you through. This is a program that people are just absolutely rapt about. It's so surprising, when they take it. They're so amazed at how much changes and shifts for them in 28 days in terms of their clarity and their mindset, and even the physical changes that they've been able to make. Jacqueline Verrill is actually a cousin of mine. I've known her my whole life, and she'd always worked in corporate, in government, always has, still has, but she also had these really amazing gifts and talents. And you'll learn more when you get in the group. You can see more of her story, and I'm also doing an interview with her in a couple of days. And I said, look, just take the wealthy you. Just do this training first before we look at the bigger ones and so forth. And she said that this program really put her on the path to big life transformations, and it really blew her away at the depth. And she's a consultant, organizational HR consultant for very large corporate companies down in Melbourne. And she couldn't believe, how much of a transformation it made in her life in a short amount of time. So she's still doing her consulting work now, but has been able to create multiple sources of income and really change so much about free herself from the limitations that she had placed on herself and that others had placed on herself, had placed on her. Elizabeth Wood. So Elizabeth is actually on the call. She works in my team. Busy, you probably will hear us, you'll get to know Busy if you make it into the program. So she redid this program last year, and she said, I'm halfway through this training and absolutely loving it. It's made me feel really centered and helped me define my goal, which is priceless. Thank you, Karen. Everybody in my team, everybody in my company studies this material. They study it, they use it in their own life. We practice what we preach. And Busy had done another training of mine, Thinking into Results, a couple of years ago, and used it to buy her first investment property in her early 20s, and has subsequently gone on to buy another investment property. But as we know, we tend to plateau. Unless we keep growing and we keep stepping out, we can plateau in our growth. And so she used this 28-day training to kind of, I guess, put her on another course, set that next trajectory. So you could use it for that as well. Use it as an opportunity to springboard to another level of growth, to really start your quantum leap and kick off on that new trajectory. Kelly Bethel. So Kelly's been a client of mine again for a very long time. First started to work with me in 2016. She did my original Thinking into Results program, my Lead the Field program. She's now in my inner circle, along multiple inner circle enrollments. And she started back with me and did the Wealthy You, the 28-day training, and then put her application in to join Inner Circle, and that's where she stayed now. So this can really do so much for you. As she says, it's a great short program to either get you started, in your coaching journey, or even a great reset if you've lost a bit of focus. So again, we just cover the essential elements that you need, the major morsels of information, of nuggets of success that are absolutely critical and essential for you to get. And we give that to you in this 28-day training. I understand what it's like to have a fire burning deep down inside you, but feel like outside circumstances are taking your focus and your time. I can totally relate to that. I built my 7-figure business over the last few years while raising a toddler, having a newborn baby, moving cities, buying a house, and then throw in the pandemic. This is exactly why I created the 28-day Wealthy You training a few years ago. I really wanted to give you a place that wasn't overwhelming, a place that you could block out the noise, and something that was easy for you to do, because I know you're time poor. You've got multiple roles, multiple things on the go. We've even had clients then buy this as a corporate training program. They've put their team through it. They've put key staff members through it to give them a space to reduce the overwhelm, to reduce the mental load. That was easy, because sometimes you can get into coaching, or you can buy a program and then it feels overwhelming to do it. It feels too hard. How many times have you done that? So we don't do that in our programs. They're designed in a way that's easy for you to do, where you're supported, where you're guided one day at a time, and you build momentum very, very quickly when you take that approach. And it's all designed to help you really create that life of freedom that you really want, that you deserve, right? Like, you didn't just wake up to tiptoe through life and make it safely to death. Like, you're here to live, you're here to experience everything that's right for you, everything that's wanting for you. And I truly believe your soul, your spirit knows there's more for you. It wants more for you, and it's constantly guiding you and showing you where to go and what to do. And that's why I believe you've been attracted here for a reason, that you're seeing this for a reason in this time space, because a part of your inner being knows that this is for you now. Otherwise, you wouldn't have attracted this opportunity. You wouldn't have attracted this call. You wouldn't have attracted this space. You wouldn't have happened to see this right at this moment in time. That's the precision of the universe. So this is over 28 days, and it's easy for you to do. So the first step is to get started now, and that's adding yourself into the wait list, the private Facebook group, where we will be releasing the link to join, and you'll also have access to the early bird offer. So there's no time like the present to get yourself into that group, so you can get all of the information and stay connected with us. as we begin to open up a handful of spots to join us in this program. Step 2, once you're in and get one of those spots to join the program, like I say, there's currently 23 people as of the start of this call in that waitlist group, and we've got 5 spots available that we can onboard another 5 people right now. So you need to, that's the first step, is to get yourself into that group if you're not already in there. I'm going to personally email you daily with this program. It's about 6 o'clock every morning. You're going to see me in your inbox, and I'm going to have a very short but powerful set of instructions for you to follow. That's going to bring order to your mind. It's going to bring order to your environment. Your environment is a reflection of what's going on the inside. And so my job, I'm going to guide you and show you how to really take control from within. And you're going to receive a very short, actionable step each day that will make a huge amount of progress over the 28 days. So we're not about getting you to do more. In fact, we want you to do less, but in a particular way. And I lay out that particular way for you so you don't have to try to figure it out yourself, because trying to figure it out yourself only makes it more overwhelming, and then you're second guess yourself whether you've got the right information at the right time or which way to do it. We take all the guesswork out of that. We have figured it out. We've tried it. We've tested it. This is the third year, we're running this training. It's the first time in 2023, and you deserve to be there. And then you can move forward with confidence. So you feel really confident that you're on the right path. You see your health and finances taking a giant leap forward, really towards your fantasy goals. Like, this is the catalyst. This is the catalyst for your next quantum leap. This is where it starts in this 28-day training. Mandy is such a great story. So she says, absolutely love this 28-day program. It really got me into a simple and easy routine that started me on a bigger journey to a better me. Great place to start if you're unsure of how to begin. The routine and support from Karen is excellent. So I first met Mandy actually in about 2016 when I was traveling around Australia. Any group of people that I could get together to take a minute to listen to what I had to say, who wanted to learn about their mindset and making a paradigm shift and making a quantum leap, I would do it. And she sat around one of those back kitchen tables just about all those years ago, but she wasn't ready. When I say that, she was really, really stuck. And over the years, she was sort of there, but not there. And then a friend of hers, Kelly Bethel, said, Mandy, you've got to do this. You've got to do something. You cannot afford to waste any more time, And so Mandy got into the training last year, and her life has never been the same again. Her only regret would have been that she didn't do it sooner, that she didn't have that breakthrough years sooner. So don't let that be your mistake today, that you wait on this, that you let anything stop you from getting into this. And you want to make sure that you're one of those people in this training, because you can't afford to wait any longer. It could be another 6 months, it could be another 12 months, and you've let your life continue on the same trajectory when this could be the catalyst to making a quantum leap, to really transforming so many aspects of your personal and professional life in such a short period of time. Like, by the end of March, you would be nearly through this, and a whole new world of possibility will have opened up for you. So really think about that. You're going to receive the absolute essentials to creating the life that you want. I want you to win. And I think you can tell by now. You'd know if my intention was anything otherwise. I think we can usually spot BS a mile away. So I want you to win, just as I want all of my clients to win. You're the hero of this story here. I'm just the guide. And you achieving great things in your life is really important to me. Again, it's fresh on my mind thinking about burying my husband's father recently, and I've also been touched by death in different ways in my family. And I think we've got to really honor the people that have passed before us by honoring ourselves, to make every day count, to live our best life, to go for it with everything I've got. Because I can promise you, at the end of the day, when you get to the end of the road and you look back, it's the chances that you took, it's the memories that you made, it's the moments where you were courageous that you're going to look back on fondly. And those are also the stories people are going to tell. And you want to make sure that you're living every day to your fullest, bringing your best, living your best life. And this 28-day training, I'm going to teach you the absolute essentials. This program was guided by Spirit. I was guided to write it as an original brand new program nearly 3 years ago to the day. Our first round, the first time we launched this program was March 2020. And so here we are 3 years later, and it's just getting better and better and better. These are small yet powerful morsels of information that I teach in detail in my higher mentoring programs that you get in this 28-day training to really lay that foundation. It's really important that you're not just doing anything, that you're doing things in a certain way, and we lay that out around the 4 pillars of the wealthy you. And when you get it in the right order, you can start to create bigger wins with less effort. And I'm all about the effortless way. You're going to really set yourself up to make quantum leaps. So what are the 4 pillars that make up the wealthy you? Or should I say the wealth already within you? That would be a mouthful to call a program, but it's kind of like that. What is the wealth you already have within you that you can begin to express in a greater way? The first is understanding your mind, how to harness the magic of your mind. And this is what we look at in the first 7 days, how to really take control of your mindset in changing your business, work landscape, and economy, whilst navigating family and personal things and the multiple things that I know that you juggle, and really take control of that. And I'm going to teach you and show you the absolute essentials that you need to understand about your mind and how your mind creates your results. Then we're going to look at your well-being and really start to show you and help you to set the right personal and professional goals for growth. Not just in theory, we're actually going to get you to do it. Most people are setting the wrong type of goals. I'm going to share with you what the wrong goals are and how to start to set the right goals that your mind can work with that will transform your life without you trying any harder for that change to happen. The third thing that we look at, the third pillar of the wealthy you, is your unique talents and abilities. So I'm going to help you and give you a process to discover what they really are and how you can grow them to serve you in greater ways. We're going to explore your unique selling proposition, the company of you, and how you can bring that into your work, what you love to do most in your life. That's going to enrich your life. It's going to make it more fulfilled, and you are going to start to ooze that happiness, health, and wealth, and your time. So you cannot manage time. You can only manage activity. So I'm going to give you a very simple process to take you through and really start to understand your activity management and how to focus, how to manage your day-to-day activities that they don't overwhelm you, that you start to get more done in less time, so that you can feel calm and control of your days rather than being on call for everybody else, because I know that often you're on call for everybody else and you come last. So this is about putting you first, bringing your best, deciding to be your best. And you have to study you. You have to take the time and you have to be willing to study you. And Bob Proctor, my mentor, said that. He said, Karen, how far you go and what you achieve in life would be dependent on your ability to know yourself and handle it. And in this 28-day training, we're giving you the absolute essentials you must know to really know yourself and handle it and start to bring more of your greatness and live it and really express it in greater ways. Alison Hamilton, this was her entry point. So Alison was on a property down in New South Wales, a mum, a wife, running a property, running a consulting business, and she was looking for something and it was recommended to her. And I love that our clients recommend this so much, so often. So many of the people that have gone through this program, it's because another client has recommended it as a way to get into coaching with me and to get into my community and get into our environment, which is just, the environment itself is worth $1 million. It's so powerful. So Alison said, I completed this 28-day program a couple of years ago, and it was a real turning point for me personally and professionally. Why was it a turning point? Because she had spent the best part of the previous 5 years really just focused on her children, not doing too much with her consulting business, just really concentrating on the children, which is amazing, which is what we want. However, sometimes you can lose a little bit of your own identity when you do that. You know, who are you beyond being a wife and a mother and a business owner? Like, what do you really want? What goals are important to you? How do you want the next chapter of your life to play out? And so these are questions that the 28 day will allow you to answer. The way we've designed it, it'll give you perspective. It'll give you fresh perspective on who you are and what you can do, and then a plan to do it. Like, not just that's nice, I don't know what to do with that. Like, it's a down to earth, genuine process over 28 days to help you develop that awareness, answer those really important questions of who am I, where are you going, what do you really want, how are you going to get there, what needs to change, and how do you change it. And so it was a catalyst for her. She did the 28-day training and then went on to my Thinking into New Results, my 6-month blueprint program. So she really has followed through the ecosystem, I guess you could call it, and stayed in that energy and staying in that growth community. Simone, who's also on the call here today, she's also gone through this training. You've probably already heard from Simone, or over the years you've been in touch with Simone. She sits in our client and coaching advisor role, and applied it to her own life as well. I think her family have done it with her, probably by osmosis by now, everything. And she just loves how simple it is, that it's just simple. It's a simple process, a simple audio. There's an audio for each lesson that you take for 7 days, and it just keeps you on track every day. You can take me to the gym with you, take me for a run, put it on in the car, listen to it with the kids. It's so simple and so powerful. There's no long-winded workbooks, no long-winded worksheets, no extracurricular things you need to keep up with. Like, we know you're time poor. We know that you might be overwhelmed, confused, trying to get clear. And if we load you up with anything more, nothing's going to happen. And so, even for the most time poor person, the CEOs, the mums and dads, the soccer coaches, the business owners, everyone says the same thing. It just takes the stress out of life. This program, this 28 days, it just takes the overwhelm out of everything, the stress out of life, and it replaces it with calmness, with clarity, with confidence, with a clear vision, and a way to move forward. So, become happier, healthier, and wealthier in 28 days. The investment for this coaching program is $2,995. The early bird price is $2,200. The only way you can access the early bird price is to get into our private Facebook group, our waitlist Facebook group. That is where the early bird pricing link will be released on Friday, the 3rd of March at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. At that point, you can click the link, you can enroll and access the early bird price. Like I say, there are limited spots available in the program though. So you must get yourself into the group, and that if you're in the group, you have the opportunity to buy at the early bird price, and that opportunity will become available on Friday, the 6th of March. Is that correct? Friday, the 3rd of March. Oh my God. The program starts on Monday, the 6th of March. And let me clarify this. And the enrollment opens on Friday, the 3rd of March. So let me just be really clear, because we do not have capacity for anyone to come back and say, I missed it, I wasn't aware, please accept me into the program. No, once we're full, we're full. So on Friday, the 3rd of March at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you are tuning in from North America or Europe or somewhere like that, you need to check your time zone for 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is Brisbane. We will do a couple of conversions for you, and we'll put it in the private Facebook group. So we let you know exactly when the link is going to become live, that you can enroll and you can access the early bird price. But like I say, we are limited. We are currently way over on our wait list. There are 23 people on the wait list, and we currently have 5 spots available for you to get into this training. So you need to be in that Facebook group to get the early bird price and get access to that link to enroll on Friday, the 3rd of March at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, Brisbane time. And the 28 days starts on Monday, the 6th of March. Now, you may have a thought of, I don't know whether this is the right time, or can I afford it, or will I have time to complete the program? You're going to need to shut all of that out and just get in and get onto this opportunity, because that is the part of the old self-image, the old paradigm that wants to self-sabotage. It's a way in which we allow ourselves to procrastinate when we know there's an opportunity that's going to serve us well. So your best bet is to get yourself into the Facebook group, get all of this information, re-watch this training again, read the stories, watch the videos, set your alarm for Friday the 3rd at 12 p.m. when the link will become live and you'll have the opportunity to buy, to get your and book your spot in the program. We don't take a lot of people into it because we really want to support and guide you through the 28 days. You'll also have a bonus access complimentary this round, which is the first time we've done this in 3 years nearly, is we're going to have a weekly live call available for you. So this program is historically a completely self-study, self-guided program without any live calls week to week, but this group will have a weekly live call to access. For that additional accountability and support, to go deeper with the lessons, to connect with each other, to connect with our leaders in this program, and to really help you build that foundation over the next 28 days. Only available for those that are in the waitlist Facebook group, and only available for those who buy on that early bird at 12 o'clock. And again, we are limited in numbers. We have a very small amount of spots available, and we currently have nearly 5 times as many people on the wait list for that. So make sure you're in the group and make sure you set your alarms for that time. So here's what you need to do next as a summary. Get yourself ready, get yourself organized. If you're not already in the Facebook group, you're going to need to get yourself into the Facebook group so you can go through all of the additional information that we're sharing in there and how this is going to work. So we currently have 23 on the wait list and 5 spots available to join us. That is the Facebook group you need to be in, but my team will share the link on this video wherever you're watching it, or send us a message and ask us for the link to join the wait list for the program. If you miss out this time round, we'll let you know when there's another opportunity coming up, but this is the only opportunity at the moment that you have to get into this training. Set your alarm. So the next step then is to set your alarm for 12 p.m. on Friday the 3rd of March. That's when the enrollment will open and the link to sign up will be shared in the group. And you can access the early bird price of $2,200 instead of $2,995. So quite a lovely saving there. You take yourself out for lunch, go buy yourself a new frock with the money that you saved by taking action now, getting yourself into the Facebook group, getting access to the early bird enrollment link, getting access to this training. That's going to change the course of your life. That's going to improve your income, your relationships, how you experience your days, and everything just gets better and better and better. So I want to thank you so much for joining us today, watching this, joining us, tuning in from wherever you are accessing this training. I look forward to seeing you in the Facebook group and continuing the conversation over the coming days as we get ready to open our doors for new enrollments into the 28-day training. And we can't wait to connect with you there. So we will see you soon and we'll see you on the inside. Take care and bye for now.